Greetings. My name is Ralph E. Smith. Welcome to this week's edition of GuardianChronicle.com Community, Youth, and You. Black Minds Matter rally against racism in New York City schools. Sunday, March 4th, 2018 at 12:30 p.m. in front of Medgar College, located at 1638 Bedford Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. This rally was put together to give a voice to the voiceless, to give a voice to students like Malcolm Xavier Combs, a senior at Christ the King High School, who was denied the right to wear Malcolm X on his senior sweater. Intermediate school 224 teacher Mercedes Clark says the school's principal instructed her not to teach about New York's Black history, Harlem Renaissance era. These are just some of the issues that plague our New York City school system, and Brooklyn students, elected officials are standing up and they're not having it. Wakanda forever for those that saw Black Panther. Wakanda forever. Black minds do matter. And again, welcome to this edition of GuardianChronicle.com Community, Youth, and You. March 4th, elected officials and community came together with one collective voice to let it be known that it's not going to be business as usual. It's not going to be, even though his name is Malcolm, he can't wear Malcolm X on his senior sweater. And that's the end of it. No. It's not going to be the end of it. And this march really sheds light on a collective tool to use in the community to galvanize power and to speak power to truth. Welcome to this edition of GuardianChronicle.com Community, Youth, and You. My name is Ralph E. Smith. Senator Jesse Hamilton stated, "A collective, enduring commitment to Black minds and education that he has worked with the community for years, including mentorship programs, advocacy with parent leaders, and partnerships with community organizations to support education. Laws that make a meaningful difference in the lives of New Yorkers are my guideposts. These laws mean New York no longer routinely treats children as adults in our justice system. They mean higher pay and better workplaces. And they mean the uplift of New Yorkers' dignity and well-being. Our Black Minds Matter rally is one part of this broader effort to advance the inclusion of all New Yorkers. Alongside my colleagues, I will continue to focus on delivering results that mean more and more New Yorkers are able to participate fully in the civic life, cultural life, and economic life of our dynamic state." Senator Jesse Hamilton and the elected officials that were at the rally really set the stage for community progressive movement that not only came from and not only will come from elected officials, but also will come from students, from everyday people, from residents, because enough is enough. As we said earlier, I mean, we had a student at Christ the King High School. His name is Malcolm Xavier Combs. He was denied the right to wear Malcolm X on his senior sweater. I mean, wait a minute, mate. His name is Malcolm Xavier Combs, but he couldn't wear Malcolm X on his senior sweater. Now, once again, you're listening to GuardianChronicle.com, Community Youth and You, and my name is Ralph E. Smith. Now, let me just repeat this one more time in case you may have just missed this, because this is really upfront, in your face, racist type of situation that's happening in our school system. Now, let me just say this again. The student, his name is Malcolm Xavier Combs. That is his legal name. That's not some made up name. That's his name. His name is Malcolm Xavier Combs. He is a senior at Christ the King School located in New York City. Now, he wanted to wear his name on his senior sweater. His name is Malcolm Xavier Combs. So instead of Xavier, which is spelled Xavier, he's, well, I'm gonna put X because, you know, that's cool too. That's good. So the school said, "Oh my goodness, wow, what? No, you can't do that. You can't put Malcolm X on your senior sweater. I mean, people might think that you're a small little Malcolm X, or that you're somehow putting the name of somebody, some hate monger or some. No, you can't do that." Now, this is a real story, and this is a real problem that is in our school system, and this took place at a school in New York City, Christ the King. And this young man, an outstanding senior, was denied the opportunity to put his name on his senior shirt. And his name is Malcolm X. He wanted to put X instead of Xavier. The school went into a state of panic. No, we can't do that. You can't. No. You just can't have that on your shirt because the Malcolm X. Oh no. We can't. We're not having that. You see, so that's one of the reasons why this march against racism in New York City schools took place March 4th, 2018, Sunday, to put some much needed light and hopefully an end to many of the racist policies in New York City schools. The end might not come right away, but it's a process. And this process has been started. And the process is not going to end. Throughout this march, you see, just go back to the pictures, which you can see on this video. But you can also see a picture at GuardianChronicle.com. But just take a look at the video, if you will. You see the pride and joy that came from people in the march wearing Afrocentric garb, wearing Afrocentric clothes, representing the kings and queens. That's who we are. That's where we come from. And, part of the theme that you heard throughout this march was Wakanda forever, Wakanda forever. Well, I am not going to spoil the movie for those that, I don't know, for some reason haven't seen it yet. But Black Panther, Wakanda forever. I mean, we're just talking about a movie that the pride and joy of, it's okay to be black. It's okay to be a person of color. Marvel Comics, they did what they did. And what they did was outstanding. They presented Black Panther, which actually was a character that came out or that was invented in the 50s. They put it out now, or it came out now, and the timing, wow, outstanding. To see black people portrayed in such a positive way on the big screen throughout the world, my hat's off to Marvel Comics and to Disney for stepping up and hitting a home run all the way around the planet. Because you know what? It's not about, I like this character over that character, or Killmonger was saying this and this one was saying that. And no. It's really about setting up the stage for a conversation about where people of color have gone and where we must go and how we got there. And you know what? There's one powerful line. This is the only thing I'm going to say about it, because for those of you, for some strange reason, who haven't seen the movie yet, I don't know what you're doing. But there's one line in the movie that basically says, I'd rather die with my ancestors who have been thrown in the ocean, because at least I won't have to live as a slave in bondage. When you stop and think about the fact that a student is told that you can't wear Malcolm X on your sweater, and that's your name, Malcolm Xavier, there's something wrong with the teacher that said that. And there's something wrong with the policy and administration of that school that allowed that to happen. And the problem is not just in that school. The problem is in the system. And the system needs to be taken apart and put back together in a way that uplifts all students. And that's why this march, along with the movie Black Panther, is needed, And there's no other way to say it, but for a teacher to say to the student, we know that your name is Malcolm X. Malcolm Xavier, but you can't put Malcolm X. You can't wear your name on your shirt, because you might actually incite people to have pride. Or I'm just adding that part to it. But the bottom line is, you know what I'm saying. It doesn't make no doggone sense. We're in the era, though. We're in 2018, where a whole lot of things don't make sense, especially when you take a look at the political. You take a look at a president that wants to build walls instead of bridges. It's time to galvanize. It's time to elect those that will empower the community and actually empower the United States. And that doesn't take place in 2018. It takes place like right now. The groundwork, And the groundwork for that also takes place with this march. My name is Ralph E. Smith. Thank you so much for tuning in to this edition of GuardianChronicle.com, Community, Youth, and You. Marching not just for justice, but marching to correct the racism in New York City. Standing together to make our schools and community better. New York State Senator Jesse Hamilton, staff, and community, speaking truth to power and standing up for you. GuardianChronicle.com, in your neighborhood and around the world. On YouTube at GuardianChronicle.com. To contact Senator Jesse Hamilton, you can go to hamilton.nysenate.gov. When we have teachers in the New York City school system, such as Miss Mercedes L. Clark at School 224, who was instructed that she can't teach about New York's Black history, Harlem Renaissance era, that's just one of the reasons why this march, this rally is needed and was started, and there can be no rest. There has to be continued protests until Black history shines throughout the New York City school system. Black minds matter, and you matter. Send your news and breaking stories to rsmithnew@aol.com and tune in to GuardianChronicle.com at YouTube. GuardianChronicle.com, in your neighborhood and around the world on YouTube. Contact Senator Jesse Hamilton at hamilton.nysenate.gov. That's hamilton.nysenate.gov. Senator Jesse Hamilton and staff, making a difference in the community.
Hi, this is Senator Jesse Hamilton, calling you to join me for our Black Minds Matter rally this Sunday, March 4th at 1 p.m. at Medgar College, located at 1638 Bedford Avenue in Brooklyn. We are taking a stand for Black history in our public schools. We are taking a stand against racism in New York City schools. Join us this Sunday at 1 p.m. because Black Minds Matter. New York State Senator Jesse Hamilton.